So something really clicked in my mind today, and I want to share this with everyone because I think it's such a key point when you're starting out your spiritual business and trying to attract your ideal clients. And when I learned it, it put my mind into this sort of frenzy of joy, and I want nothing but the same for you. So the best way I can describe it is that it's about how to unlock your mind by following your heart's intuitive calling and then play with life, which is what today's video subject is about. Hi, my name is Oscar, and I help people raise their vibration and share their gift with the world. And in today's video, I'm gonna talk to you about how to unlock your mind by following your heart's intuitive calling. So, since I was a little kid, or especially when I was a little kid, I loved to build Lego. I could sit for hours upon hours and build Lego and, build these fantastic creations, anything from like big castles to like space rovers or anything of the sort. It was just such a joy of just sitting there with all these components and building things. And I also enjoyed so much of like building models and all of that things, and this continued like until I was 12 or 13 years old. When people normally were socializing, I was at home building my stuff, doing that, building puzzles. That was always this kind of joy of creating from that space. And I sort of lost a little bit touch with that when, as life gone by and all of these things, because new things becomes more interesting or more pressing, But anyway, this sense of wanting to build something and to create it, apparently it has been a part of me for a long time. And today it felt like I really connected to that child, and it was such an absolute joy to feel that. And what led up to that was that I was listening to this business building strategy video, and a person said something that really got it to click in my mind. And what it really was about is that you are your ultimate authority. And what do I mean by that? Well, it is this, that, when you're trying to start out your business, you might be attracted to someone who has already built the system, right? And the system is proven to attract your ideal client in this way, and you need to do it that way or that way, right? So it doesn't really leave you up to experimenting, because you're buying a straightforward path, and if you deviate from it, then something bad might happen, or like you won't get the results that they're promising in these systems. And I've bought quite a lot of these systems. I've bought copywriting courses, I've bought email marketing courses, I've bought big systems of all these kinds, Facebook courses. All of that, all these building blocks has been in my mind, but I never felt that I could combine them. I never felt that I was an authority into building how I want things to be. And especially when I see like, oh, people are doing this on Instagram, or they're doing that on TikTok, and like, oh, that's the ultimate strategy to attract people in this way or in that way. So I've held myself back from being creative in all these aspects. But when I heard those keywords from someone who's already an authority in this field, then I started to understand that it's not about modeling someone completely in their way, but it's rather about you doing your own thing, right? You're the ultimate authority. And what I mean by that is that up until this point, I'm sure you have made a lot of strategies that you've come across, right? All different type of systems, different ways of doing it, blog posts, you name it. And for me, for instance, I've had Facebook groups, but not with many people, and like maybe 200 people or something like that. And I have this like Facebook marketing course that I'm also following. And they always say that you're supposed to do it this way or that way. Of course, they're not forbidding you to do your own way, but I never really felt trusting to myself that I can do this. But as I was listening to him and he was speaking around these things, just that concept that you are your ultimate authority, and it means that it is the original that becomes you, that becomes what is needed to come through from the universe, through you to others. And it can't come by you are limiting your way of thinking because someone is telling you, oh, that's not how you do it. Because it's your business, it's your authority. So when that came into my mind, it was like this little child inside of me is like, ooh, you're allowing me to play. Yay! So I was just like, ooh, I'm going to do this. I'm going to connect my YouTube channel to my Facebook group, and then I'm going to make this ecosystem go around, and then I'm going to attract clients in that way, and in that way. And it's like it became this burst of download into my mind that I felt so excited by, so like engaged by, so enthusiastic about. And if you know anything about Abraham Hicks or anything around manifesting or that, it's like you're supposed to follow your utmost joy. And that little child in me said like, you know what? Screw anyone else. I'm gonna play around with this. I'm gonna see how these things are fitting in. I'm gonna see how it really works. And it was like my heart just started bursting into flames. And that's what I really want to share with you today. It's like there are so many ideas inside of you, and maybe you have bought a lot of systems in the past, and email marketing courses and all of that. But just give yourself the permission of understanding that you're your ultimate authority, right? Which means that if you get a spark of inspiration when you're doing yoga or you're out walking or anything like that, and it's not the same, and it isn't the same as the course that you're currently doing, but do it anyway because it is coming from you, and that is way stronger than anything else that you're reading currently. Right? It is your spirit, your heart talking to you. And when you give that permission, you will see that this floodgate of inspiration, of creativity, of wanting to play, of wanting to build, comes to you. And that's an absolute beauty. Because then you become this little child that is enjoying the present moment, enjoying it as it is, like I'm really, really enjoying speaking to you now. Because the now is all there is, right? Successes may come, but those may just last for a while. You know, it's one milestone and then you're on to the next one. So it's the here and now. It's the honoring of your heart. It's the honoring of your inspiration, of your intuition. And to really make that your ultimate authority. And saying, do you know what, I'm going to pick this from that course, I'm going to pick that from this course, and then I'm going to merge this together and I'm going to see how that fits my way of being, the way I want to show up to the world, or the way I want to build my business or system or anything like that. That's how you become totally original. And if you've ever heard of something that's called the Gene Keys, it's about this journey that moves through your genetic expression, and you go on certain paths. Anyway, one of the spheres, core spheres in the Gene Keys, which is waiting, which is just that you're moving into your purpose, is the vocation. And my vocation is something that's called beauty. And beauty has a shadow, and that shadow is entropy. And entropy is like everything is slow, it's not moving and everything, right? But the gift in that is freshness, right? The inspiration, the joy, the playfulness. And how to unlock that freshness for me has been joy, has been humor. And I could really feel the humor, like I just started smiling, the biggest smile, when I started to sense that, it's me. I can allow this to be, and I can play with this, and I can see how this will build, and I can build my Lego castle, like this grand castle. I see this system that I'm building like this grand castle that is purely out of my mind as inspiration. So give yourself that permission, right? Trust your authority. Trust it. Trust those intuitive sparks and do it. There is no one who can tell you that it's wrong or anything like that. So do it. And if you like this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and click the notification bell, because this is what I do, and I intend to give you these type of videos every day. Also, please comment below. Tell me what is your inspiration. Tell me what gets you going. Tell me your next thing, right? Let's really pep each other up, because we're here to share our gift with the world, and that's what we're doing. So with that said, guys, peace, love, and joy to all of you.